It's Week 8 of the NFL, and we'll see the Colts, reigning league MVP. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Colts and the Eagles on Monday night.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Got his middle. It's Carter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across. On first down, Hurts. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to motor his way down to his 16-yard line. 50. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The Colts at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Amon-Ra.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Buying time with under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end.
These two teams all tied after one. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Here's Hurts to throw.
His throw incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Try now for Moody. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Those are the kind of drop. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's man. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. So here are the Colts to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Hands it off out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Pushes past him. They will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 31-yard. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stacked at the 11. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 11-yard. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now back to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Check man. 19 Tiger.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there.
Big Lion.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Open man there is Darnell Washington.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
19 Lions.
Second and 4. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on. We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Saints' hot start continues as they run their mark to 6-1 with a victory there. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. 24-17, your final score. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. A touchdown the difference, 21-14, the final score. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he returns this to the 22. And the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, they'll throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The trick play works. He's got the first. Down inside the 10. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the... Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. They'll look to throw here on first down. That one caught by Carter. Look at the big fella go. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play,
touchdown! 5-yard touchdown.
Come on. Hit. 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And quickly, they get to the line. First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Back to throw now on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. A turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive. They need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they're stopping way short of the yellow line. 4 yards
yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. 65 catch.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll set up to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal, 19 tight, 19, ready.
They'll look to throw here. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. On 1st down, Hurts.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing is Hurts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
136 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They go play action with Hurts. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And some room to maneuver.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hurts.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Rolling to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Go. Set, triple, set, let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Come on, come on. Set. Unlock Lions, unlock Lions.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. The Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to go down again. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Indianapolis, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.